Here again, Mr. Independent, Lou Dobbs.
Welcome back. California is today signing a deal with the Obama administration. The point to speed up renewable energy projects in that state. It is the latest attempt to demonstrate that climate change debate could drive public policy. But some, most notably former Vice President turned filmmaker Al Gore, well, he doesn't want to debate at all, as Casey Wyan now reports.
California Governor Arnold Schwarzenegger and U.S. Interior Secretary Ken Salazar signed an agreement Monday that will make the state eligible for $15 billion in federal bailout money to fight global warming and boost so-called green energy jobs.
Only with the help of Secretary Salazar, we will be able to go and get those permits done by that time so we can benefit from those billions and billions of dollars.
Yet the debate over climate change is far from settled. Former Vice President Al Gore, whose 2006 Oscar-winning documentary An Inconvenient Truth, considered a turning point in the effort to combat climate change, spoke to a group of environmental journalists Friday. He did not directly answer questions from the director of a soon-to-be-released documentary highly critical of Gore's film.
A judge in the British High Court, after a lengthy hearing, found there were 9 significant errors. This has been shown to children. Do you accept those findings, and have you done anything to correct those errors?
Well, I'm not going to go through all of those. The ruling was in favor of the movie, by the way, and the ruling was in favor of showing the movie in schools. And that's really the bottom line on that. There's been such a long discussion of each one of those specific things. One of them, for example, was that polar bears, if I remember correctly, it's been a long time ago, that polar bears really aren't endangered. Well, polar bears didn't get that word. So...
Well, the number of polar bears have increased, actually, and are increasing.
You don't think they're endangered, do you?
The number of polar bears have increased.
Do you think they're endangered?
The number of polar bears have increased. I mean, if the number of polar bears increase, surely they're not endangered.
Put the word polar bears.
A judge did have a lengthy hearing.
We have to move on.
No, but no. I mean, Vice President Gore hasn't. Vice President.
We're not doing a debate here.
No, this question. He hasn't answered the question.
We have 10 minutes left for these people.
Yes, but I would appreciate his answer to the court.
Yeah. Conference organizers then cut off McAleer's microphone. The dispute centers on a 2007 British court ruling that Gore's film had 9 significant errors, including its assertion that ice pack melting would cause the sea level to rise 20 feet in the near future, and that Hurricane Katrina was caused by global warming. Gore's spokeswoman had said in a statement earlier that the former vice president was gratified by the judge's decision, saying that of the thousands and thousands of facts presented in the film, the judge apparently took issue with a handful. Now, we looked into the polar bear question, and it is true that their numbers have increased dramatically since the 1950s, mostly, though, because of restrictions on hunting. Those who see climate change as a threat point to more recent declines in some polar bear populations as evidence that a warming planet threatens their existence, Lou.
Yeah, well, the actual point of contention is, I recall, I love the way that Al Gore makes it sound like that was 200 years ago. That was just 2 years ago, 2007. Right. It involved 4 drowning polar bears. It turns out they didn't. That's sort of straightforward and a simple fact, isn't it?
Yeah, and it's one of those claims that the film made that this British High Court ruled that, yes, it could be shown in the schools over there, but with a disclaimer that these 9 facts asserted in the film were in error. Well, and Al Gore didn't mention that, Lou.
Well, we did, didn't you? Appreciate it, Casey. Thanks so much. Casey Wyan.